Welcome to Greenwood Social, the campfire conversation for warriors, wizards and wanderers who call Legacy, Steel and Sorcery home. I'm your host, Cruxian, and this is the podcast where we talk shop, builds, balance, brutal losses, brilliant plays, and everything in between. Whether you're sneaking through Greenwood solo or going full trio in the arena, this is your new Extraction Day ritual. In this episode, we'll be diving into the current state of the game, chatting through what we love, what's busted, what needs fixing, and dreaming a little bit about what could be next for Legacy. So sharpen your blades, grab a potion, and let's get into it.
Alrighty, here we are, episode 1, ladies and gentlemen. And we are so thankful to be joined by Frangie the Kingslayer. Thanks for being here, man.
What's going on? Thanks for having me.
I see, woke up, was at work and saw the leaderboard come out. You did very well today.
Yeah, not bad. 158 minutes, place 4th.
Yeah, is that all you played for?
What?
Oh, I thought you said 158 minutes.
No. 150 MS.
Ah, right. Yeah, I was going to
150.
ask you, did you have to play on NA all today?
Yeah, US West the whole time, 4 hours.
You see any of the big boys in there?
All the big boys were playing. A lot of the big boys were playing. Some on West, some on East as well. I know a lot of big heads were playing on East, but they were switching between them.
What did you?
I definitely had some bangers in there.
What did you end up getting?
What do you mean?
What place?
4th.
4th. Damn,
Yeah,
that
top
is
5.
nice.
Bro, crazy for US time, like US server. They play on 150 ping the whole time and plays top 5. I think pretty crazy for 1 vs 1. Bring your own gear. Pretty
Yeah,
wild.
I got in the top 20 a fair few times last season, and yeah, we had to play it on.
You've been
US
doing
West.
well, bro. Yeah, you've been doing well. Well, I know when we first hit it, I was in your 3s team.
Yes.
You guys invited me out of nowhere.
Yeah, we did
We
really
cracked
well that
leaderboard
night
off the
too.
bat, yeah.
Yeah, that's when we got
Top
second,
3,
didn't we?
yeah. Yeah, you got second, yeah.
Yeah, I was stealing all the kills, but it was the team
Well, we'll
effort.
finish. Yeah, team good.
But it worked. I think the only team that beat us was Raiden, and he was like 100 ahead, and it's because his team
Top
was doing
team,
the
yeah.
same thing. They were just feeding him all the kills. But yeah, that was nutty. Yeah, it was
Big
good.
balls.
Even the other night, you and Alan did real well playing solos.
Yeah, Alan did well. Alan beat me a little bit. Like
Yeah.
my 1 kill. And
Oh,
he
was it?
put me down too, so that's why I was cut, because that kill he put me down. Put him in front of me.
The disparity between second and like 10th, there wasn't much in it.
No, everyone's pretty even, and then like Swanifier's ahead of everyone by 50 kills or something.
I know. It's
Fucking hell.
I thought I
man.
was doing really well. I was like, this could be the chance. Then yeah, we ran into him, and I was like, probably not. He's gonna take it, and I was right.
He must have been just like on a run, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like, to be that many kills ahead, he must be putting a pace on in game. Like his time to kill must be so short.
his teammate was like 4th or 5th too, so it's not like he was taking all the kills. And I worked it out. The difference between me and Echo and him and his teammate was the equivalent of 15 wins. That's how many extra wins you would have had to got.
15 games.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I
Dang.
think him and his mate were just absolutely decimating some teams.
Destroy you.
really
They must be
quick.
just steamrolling, you know?
Yeah, because we ended up
It was so
playing
nice.
close to 40, so they must have played like closer to 60.
It was so nice. The last game, I put a kill on Spotify.
I
took out
watched.
the big boy. I don't know. You saw that,
Yeah.
eh? That kill got on him.
Yeah, me and
It was
Echo
a
finished,
fat one, bro.
and I thought
Yeah.
I'll see if Frankie's still going. And yeah, watched you take him down.
Fucking put the top dog down on the last game. The last round, I caught him out. But I pushed him with such finesse and perfection. I framed the strike bird like close range and managed to put him down. I was like, even
Yeah.
Sung was in the chat.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, Sung's your man. He's a good dude. We kind of did this in the Champ Chat episode, but I figure may as well do it again. Hopefully get a bit more reach, but just a little bit about yourself.
What was that fluke? I got sung in the chat telling me killing Swan was a fluke, the little dog. Sorry, you were saying.
Nah, you're fine. So yeah, like I said, it'll be a bit of a repeater, but remind everyone how you found Legacy, what you were doing before Legacy, just a quick overhaul of all that again.
Well, I'm a little minor celebrity from this little game called New World. Before Twitch shadow banned my ass for taking a mushroom on the front page of Twitch. So I stopped playing games for a while, and you know, like I played games my whole life. Everyone always told me it was in the way of like my life. It's like trying to be an actor as well. In cafes, like barista, actor for 15 years. But my brother was a big tech guy. I'm the youngest of 6 kids. Like a war-torn Arab family. Mother sold her jewelry to buy like my brother his first PC. And so my brother was like the genius in the neighborhood that used to fix people's computers. There was always a PC in the house. I was always sneaking in the PC, figuring out the password. So I was gaming from very early on. One day he bought me Warcraft 3 for like my birthday. And I never looked back. I got expelled from my first school, Lebanese Catholic private school. Went to Fairfield High, and there was this famous internet cafe called Star Net Cafe, and everyone would hang out at this Fairfield Star Net Cafe. I'm talking about we're like 13, 14 years old, and there's like cunts in like their mid to late 20s, tattered up Assyrians, like fresh out of jail, but like this internet cafe. They're both playing Counter-Strike and Dota on Warcraft 3. That's where I started. I used to beg my dad for $10 because it was $5 for 3 hours. So every Saturday, I'd like save up some coins during the week and stuff as well. So every Saturday, I would go down to this cafe for 6 hours, and all the boys we play 6 hours of Dota, and that's where I really began. And then it took off with someone told me about World of Warcraft. That took like 4 years of my life. Then played Dota 2. Then moved to Canada. A bunch of random games, but I tried to pursue acting stuff. I was there, came back, COVID, New World, grew up in New World, that tanked. Tried to have an attempt at life, got a corporate job, got this apartment, 1 year contract with this corporate job. You know what I mean? Tried to be a functioning member of society. I did. I had a good crack. I copped all the judgment from my life, you know what I mean? Like the acting wasn't going anywhere. Been doing it my whole life. I'm like, alright, I'll do this job thing. I'll do this 9 to 5 thing, and you know, I have a good crack. And I had a crack. I put the Twitch on the shelf. This is a podcast, Eflon. I put the Twitch on the shelf. I put the games on the shelf. I put the acting on the shelf, and you know, I was miserable. I had my fun, I had some money, but I was just really just getting by and just wanted to play games. And so, about a month before my contract ends, I've been in this job for 11 months. Everyone's like congratulating me. Like all my friends are messaging me. My brothers and sisters are telling me how proud they are of me. This is the longest job I've ever held down. I'm always getting fired from jobs every 3 months. It's the longest job I've ever held down. Everyone's telling me how proud they are of me. And then Junior in my Twitch chat, one of my long-time Twitchers, he's like, Frangie, you got to try this game. I did a whole roundabout explanation to how I started playing this game. But he's like, Frangie, you got to play this game. I'm like, nah, Junior, I'm really enjoying Dota 2 right now, you know what I mean? Like, thank you, Dave, for the sub. Thank you, welcome. There's probably majority of Legacy sleep too. Stream for 30 hours. But I woke up 5 p.m. yesterday. What time is it now? It's 2 p.m. the next day. I haven't even slept yet. I think it's drunk or very high. No, I'm fading, but I'm here for it. So Junior got me a key. Long story short, eventually I kept saying no, but he got me a key from some streamer. And I'm like, oh, I'll try the game. And fuck, bro, did I fall in love. Like, it just, I don't know, it was hard to say, but, you know when you just bump into a girl sometimes, and it's like, none of you need to say anything. It's just like, you give each other this look where you just both know that there is something in the fucking air, brother, and it is on. And that's what it was like with Legacy. Like, it was punishing at first. Legacy is like a Latina, bro, straight out, cuz, like, she was a bit rude to me, and she was very punishing. And I lost a lot of gear, and I got killed a lot. And it takes some kind of man, it takes some character of a man, of a gamer, to push through the kind of adversity that Legacy gives to you. But boy, do you step into some version of yourself when you push through it and you adapt and you evolve and you become a player. Like, you know, the game is so satisfying, and I love the game so much. I took a week off work sick, and then my job sacked me. They're like, you got a month left on your contract, we're just gonna fire you early and give you garden leave, so we'll pay you the rest of your contract, but you don't have to come in anymore because it's obvious you don't want to be here. And I'm like, alright, excellent, I've got 4 weeks to play games. Didn't even look for a fucking job.
At least you picked a really good game to do it for.
I picked a good fucking game, bro.
I was gonna say, and something you said there, it really does have that effect. Like, the people who enjoy this game absolutely love it. Like,
oh, yeah.
It really has that effect on you. I couldn't agree more. So has it been what have you been doing in game recently? What's been going on? Have you been doing any sort of testing of some things, some new concepts?
I mean, I'm a Goldbrook main, as you guys know. I'm a Goldbrook main. I don't play the actual game. I hang out in the gym. I hang out in the social hub for dueling players. You know what I mean? So that's all I do. Is I hang out, I fight people, I talk tech, I try to hunt down the best players. I like to go to a lot of different regions, fight those guys in those gyms. It's kind of like boxing, and you go to different gyms. Like, you see different styles. That's why I love the game so much, that the game is so good, is because there's so much skill expression in the game. The skill ceiling is so high, and in each class, its personality is so unique that you can really find a kit in the game to express your playstyle, express the way that you currently love to play it. You know what I mean? And that's why I really enjoy just hanging out in the gym, in the community hub in Goldbrook, and just going to different regions. Someone will spring something on you never seen before, and it's crazy. You think you've got 400 hours in fucking Warrior, you've seen everything Warrior can do, and then some Chinese Warrior will come over to the Oceania server because he heard about your name, because he was complaining that Warrior was too weak, and the dev told him, yeah, go look at Frangie. So he came to Oceania, dueled me, and got his ass handed to him, and was like, hold on, let me bring my friends, they gotta see this. And then they'll pull something out on me I never seen before, bro. China's got strong Warriors.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that's my favourite part of the game.
I totally agree with you there. I think that's what drew me to Priest, really, because of the weapon type variety. I think Priest has the most different play styles based on their weapon compared to any other class. Because I was always a druid player or a shaman player, and I liked them because I could do
variety.
I could do caster
in the talent tree.
in PvE if I wanted. I could go melee in PvP if I wanted. I like that mix up of being able to kind of choose really different play styles on the same character.
That's so nice. You're really nailing that, bro, with the weapons, man.
Yeah, it really does create a huge variety of play style, like you said. And it is really true, like everyone's like, oh, what's the strongest weapon for this? And it might be the easiest to get the best results with, but then you see someone else on the same class using a completely different thing, just decimating people. And you're like, well, you know.
That's like Mace meta with Warrior, bro. It's like, oh, Mace is king. And then NA Mace Warriors run into my axe and they're like, what the fuck is happening?
I hate the axe. I can't stand it. Um, how are you feeling about the balance and the meta as it stands? It's kind of hard to say because they just did that current patch, so we
It was a
don't.
much needed patch, bro. Like some people, like that's what's crazy. We all have to remember that this is early access. I forget myself. I get angry myself because we play the game every day. We're the sweats. Like we're here every day. So it's like 2 weeks feels like a fucking lifetime for us when something feels way out of whack, you know?
Yeah,
Than
it
to the casual
is.
player, you know? And even Lich like quit the game because of it. And you know, threatened to quit the game, not gonna play anymore, I'm gonna give up my old set. The game's lost 600 players in the last 2 weeks. You know, some things maybe do need a hot fix. Like the wizard was a bit out of control. But you know, it looks like they did a fucking great patch with it. You know, it took 2 weeks, but 2 weeks is, in the grand scheme of things, is not a fucking long time. And they're trying to find the balance with Wizard. You can see that they're overturn, over nerf, over buff, over nerf. You know what I mean? So they are trying to find the middle ground and find that balance. And a lot of us are crying out because we feel like things that really need to be looked at aren't being looked at. Like Hunter feels like still very oppressive, and we all thought Hunter might see some nerfs, but it didn't get touched. You know.
No, I think
And
the
it
most
was
meaningful change in the patch was the animation cancelling.
animation cancel on the bow. Actually, you're right.
Because
That is massive.
I have a Swanner for the other, not the one
Oh,
just
it's
past, but the one
fucking
before that.
ridiculous.
I just swear he was hitting me in less than 0.5 of a second. Just
Yeah,
constant
less than
stagger
0.5.
locked. Just
Perma
I could
stagger,
not do anything, and it's like this
bro.
is too much.
And you don't get resilience after getting hit 10 times. No,
Yeah.
perma stagger lock from range. No resilience. It's New World Musket all over again. I don't know if you ever played New World,
Very
but
briefly.
New World Musket was like it broke the game. The same way that bow was breaking the game. You can't have like New World Musket was worse than the bow because New World Musket didn't have any fucking velocity. It wasn't bullet drop. It was hit scan. So you're hitting someone from the other side of the map, hit scan with a stagger. It's the dumbest thing in the world, and that's what it was starting to feel like. I'm locked in from the fucking other side of the map. This guy can hit me and stagger lock me, like,
I
and
think
he's got a million dodges and evades and can kick me in the face, and he has a bird that goes through everything every 10 seconds that costs no resource. Sorry, I'm G'ing myself.
no, I agree. I think that was definitely the best thing out of that patch for me. I think the wizard changes were all good. I don't think there was anything too bad in there for them. They did need a little tone down. I think
Yeah, they needed a bit of a tone down.
I remember there was a guy who was like a League of Legends developer talking about releasing new heroes, and he said you basically have to release new things overpowered because it's the only way you kind of get new people people to divert from what they normally play to try something else. And if they release it underpowered, everyone's going to just give up really quick on it. Be like, this feels bad. I don't want to play this.
That's
But
a good point, actually.
you let people learn how to play it, so they really know the ins and outs of the mechanics, the combos, how to counter, because they feel strong. They can make more mistakes, and then you slowly take away from it, because then you have the skills, you know the skills, but you're not just melting people in one shot like they have been. Which I think it's a good way to. It's the only way you're going to get real, actual data if heaps of people are playing it to know if it's broken or not. But yeah, I'm interested to see how it feels versing them. I don't find them too bad anyway playing priest, but I know some other classes find them a bit oppressive.
Well, I think it's just like the game does have that rock paper scissors model a little bit, right? And it's just like the warrior matchup for the hunter is really difficult. And I think it's because some things aren't working as intended. Like the charge, for instance, shouldn't be able to be cancelled. You know what I mean? You should be able to keep charging. The charge is supposed to have a sort of super armor. You shouldn't be able to just strike bird the charge and it gets cancelled. You know what I mean? It's not working as intended. So some things like that. I think just the strike bird itself literally just needs to be nerfed to like 15 seconds. Like I think it's a simple fix. Like if it's not gonna cost resource and it's gonna be insta fucking cast time and insanely fast projectile speed, I still think the projectile speed needs to be but if you are gonna keep it the way it is, I think it at least needs to be a 15-second cooldown. I think 10 seconds is crazy, man. You can't pot. Wars don't exist against it. Like,
Yeah. I think
there's no disadvantage against it, man.
I had an idea. I was talking to Echo a lot about this ability because it's my biggest gripe with Hunter 2. The Sentinel Strike is just there's
It's
not
too strong.
if you're in their face because I like playing Sword and Shield at that range. You've got next to no time to respond to that. You can do
Well-
it, but it's so twitch.
Then
So
I've preempted that dodge. Literally clicked my dodge button at the same time, and I still get hit by it. Like,
yeah, it's I talked to Echo about what if you're behind a wall or something like that. The damage is reduced by like 50% or something.
that's nice.
So
That's clever.
you still take the
That's
damage,
clever.
but it's not as punishing because
That's nice.
there's not much outplay to it. Like you don't even know where they're shooting it from or how far they are. It just appears through a wall. Which I like the ability, but yeah, it needs something done to it. I think that's somewhere to start anyway. What do you think? How would you like tier rate the classes right now? What do you think's the strongest? What do you think's the weakest?
How would I tier rate the classes? I think ST. Hunter. I think Hunter is ST.
Agreed.
If speaking. What we're getting into 9-hour stream and it's still daylight. It's because I've been up all night. We're doing a podcast. I think Hunter ST, if we're going by weapon specifically, I mean, pre-patch that fucking exploit on the medium bow, whatever it was, but now that it's like post-patch, I don't know, I think Swift bow is still crazy strong. But longbow is super strong as well. They're probably both ST, honestly. I think all Hunter, no matter what weapon, Sentinel Strike is ST. I think the Wizard was right behind it, or like even. Pre-patch, I haven't versed really the top Wizards post-patch. I had what felt like quite an easy time in Arena against Wizards, but I didn't verse many, and I hadn't really seen their names before. So I think Wizards probably like A+ tier right now. Then I would go Priest, 80. Priest very strong. All weapons I think are very strong. I would probably then go maybe Warrior is B+ or A-, something around there. Probably a A-. I think Warrior is maybe B+. And I think the Rogue. I think the Rogue's like B+ as well. But the thing is, he's good against like the highest tier, the Hunter. Like he's probably the answer for the Hunter.
Yeah.
It does have that rock, scissors, paper element, you know what I mean? Like situationally, the Rogue is fucking quite good against the highest tier, you know? So it's interesting like that.
I agree. I hope they don't go too far towards trying to balance everything for everything and homogenize, have an answer for everything on every class. I like that I see some classes and I'm like, this shouldn't be too difficult. And then other ones where I'm like, here we go.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. Like it adds to the lore and personality of the classes as well. Like even the whole community is like turning against the thieves, like turning against the rogues because the rogues are playing dirty, and so it's like there's already becoming this hidden or like this underlying rule of like kill the rogue first. You know what I mean? So it's cool.
It's funny. The first like month or two of season 0, I've never seen so much hate for rogues in my life.
Yeah, right.
Everyone was whinging, and the whole sentiment was like priests and hunters suck, and rogues and warriors were the kings. But by the end of season 0, with not a huge change number wise, but just how people understood the game and learned how to play those classes, hunters went from being like the worst to the best, priests went right up, and then by the end, rogues were complaining about not being strong enough.
Not being strong enough, yeah. Once people figured them out.
Yeah, so it went from everyone saying, I hate rogues, they're broken, to the
like, oh, they're alright.
So the game, people, it's really hard to pose like initial judgment, because I feel like this is a game where it really does take a lot of time for people to work out exactly how to do what they need to do at the right time.
And some classes have a much higher skill floor, you know.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Warriors have got a really high skill floor.
I agree. Yeah. I think Warrior does look very difficult. I've played it a tiny bit, but I was like, yeah, this will take a bit of time. I got a wizard to like level 15. I feel like that's pretty difficult too. A lot of buttons.
It is. I was gonna say, I think the higher skill floors are probably wizard and warrior.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I think.
Yeah.
Do you think? Well, we spoke about the hunter arrow. Anything else you think needs kind of like buffs, nerfs, reworks to a degree?
Warrior iron.
Warrior what? Iron grip.
Iron grip. Yeah, it just needs fixing. It's too buggy.
Yeah, right.
It's still 180s on me, bro, and it's worse in like game clutch moments. Like sometimes it can be a make or break in a game, bro. Something that's happening like that, it's got to be looked at. It's got to be fixed ASAP. Because the game's so punishing. So if I like have this amazing 20-minute fight, feel whatever, like not 20 minutes, but 10-minute fight, engage, disengage. I've used all my resources to chase down the hunter, and I finally get him into a spot where I can hook him, and I throw my hook, and it spins 180.
Yeah.
And then I have to try and gap close him, and he's got his stamina back, and he can just fucking 7 dodges again, and I've used everything to get to him, and I can't get to him anymore, and it's GG. Like it'll make you F4, like it'll make you uninstall your game, something like that.
I don't know if warriors get this. I know Echo gets it on his hunter as well, but sometimes I'll press a spell on the priest, and the startup animation happens, but then I just get a complete blank fire.
Okay.
Do you get that at all in the warrior?
Blank fire.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like my
nothing comes out.
Guided
like you're
star. Yeah. It like does the animation and it looks like the star starts, but then it just completely disappears. That can happen a little bit, which doesn't feel great.
Anything like that. But you don't get hit by anything and it gets cancelled or anything, nothing like that?
No. It's just blank.
It's just blank fire?
Blank
no, I've
fires,
never seen it.
Yeah, Echo said it can happen with his birds sometimes as well. So it must be a spell thing rather than a actual ability, the warrior stuff. Interesting to know, though, that warriors don't suffer from that. Probably not rogues.
I guess because, like you said, it's not a spell projectile. Maybe there's a bug for like something like that.
Yeah. Someone brought up like the other things. You were watching the dev talk then. Did you get to that guy talking about the priest at all?
What was he saying?
That the sword queue needs a rework because it just doesn't get used anymore. It was really good season 0, but it sucks now.
Like the weapon buff one, the stun weapon buff.
Yeah.
I see people combo that a lot with the regular stun. They go stun into weapon stun.
You have to be on top of them though.
On top of them, yeah.
If you're not, you don't have the time and you're just locked in. Before, people used to not be able to stagger you out of it. So it was okay. but you just get staggered so much. And the other thing was just talking about the animation locks using the staff on the priest. They feel really bad.
What do you mean?
Like the speed when you auto attack with it, you wind up.
You're talking about the ray of light?
Not the ray,
Not
not the
really?
beam. Like
Not the beam.
no, just the like the long, slow
Attack.
crescent attacks out of the
Yeah,
staff.
the crescents. Okay.
The staff kind of like goes behind you first, and then you wind it in front of you. It's a really long wind up sort of thing.
Okay.
Like every single one of them is that, and it locks you in animation.
Okay.
Whereas
But doesn't every swing lock you in an animation?
these are really long.
Are they?
Really long, yeah. And
Oh,
also,
because it does damage. Like, boy, does it whack though.
it does, but yeah, it even against PvE mobs, it can just lock you in when you don't want to be. And it doesn't feel. I was testing it last night. It doesn't feel like there's any. Like when you evade sword attack, you get your double lunge. When you double evade, you get the instant crescent beam out of your sword. It doesn't seem to have any evade attack. So you evade and go to attack, and it still locks you in this super long animation. I think it'd be cool.
No evade attack on it?
No, doesn't seem to be. Unless I'm
It's
blind.
crazy. Everything has evade attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't play enough Scepter, but from my memory, I don't feel like that does anything wild too with evade attacks. I'd have to double check.
That would be cool. What would be a good evade attack?
And with the crescent staff, at least just an instant charge like the sword.
Instant. Yeah.
Just like a quick one would be super nice. I think that's easy. I'm sure they could come up with something far more creative, but something quickly is better than nothing for months.
Really?
As an idea.
I'd love a tech attack for the axe. Tech attack for the axe would be heck.
Oh, another thing, I think you won't like this, but I wouldn't mind seeing a little change to maybe even just the Z axis on the axe.
The Z axis? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like the up and down.
What kind of change?
Well, I feel like I can ascend and be like well above a warrior, and then he just swings his axe and it hits me when there's no actual like physical connection.
Nah.
I knew you wouldn't like
There's always connection.
Oh, I don't know.
It's already so hard as it is to land it on a floating priest. You want to nerf that?
I think
That's because you're getting fucking caught out.
yeah, I hate
Loading.
versing warriors.
Floating next to a warrior.
The axe on the range on the axe though does seem super strong. I don't know. I'd like to see.
It's under, yeah, but like definitely it catches people so off guard, the range, you know what I mean? Especially the jump attack. Yeah, the jump attack's so good, but I think it's exactly where it needs to be. I think it's in a very good place, and it requires a lot of skill to really finesse, kind of like touch them out of the air, and as well without blowing yourself up, because you lose like 15% resistance when you pull out your axe. All your resistances are tied to your mace, the talent tree, and just on the mace like stats itself.
Oh, on the shield,
Well,
right? Yeah.
On the shield, not just like you got 8 block pips, which is like your bread and butter really for defense. But not just that, the mace itself has a stat of like 9% physical damage resistance. So just by switching to your axe, you lose that 9% resistance. And then on the talent tree, you get 5% resistance to everything while your mace is out. So as soon as you pull out the axe, you lose all your resistances and you have no blocks. So it's like, you know what I mean? You take so much risk and you only have 3 dodges.
Yeah,
So you take so much
blocks,
risk.
I suppose, is a trade.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you take so much risk to get that extra bit of like range and damage. You know, so it's well worth it, I feel. Like,
Yeah, no, you've swayed me.
You know? Because I get
Oh,
fucking blown up. I'll pull out my axe. Like even Lynch was like critiquing Arcavian versus Wizard and stuff with the axe. But I'll take out my axe and I'll miss the dodge and a priest will stun me into a weapon stun, into a star ball, and then I've got 20% HP left. And it's like, what? You know, so it's risky business taking out the axe.
yeah, no, that's a good
There's-
point. I don't think too much about the whole weapon swapping thing. Obviously, I know it exists, but it's a
yeah,
bit different for us.
yeah, true.
Well, what do you? Let's talk about the progression systems in the game.
But
How do you feel? Let's talk about the vendor reps first, I suppose. What do you think about them? Do you think they're at a good pace? Do you like what unlocks with each kind of level? Does it feel meaningful each level?
I honestly think they've really nailed the shops, the vendors. Like it really took me by surprise. Because I'm like, oh, at first glance, I'm like, oh, this is like what Daka Daka was doing. And then I just started playing more, and I was like, man, this absolutely shits on Daka Daka. Like, these guys have nailed the whole vendor kind of progression, and then it only just got like better throughout the season with like quality of life, and then being able to like add when we're talking now about lodge upgrades as well, by like adding everything to like the forge and the tanner, the add all button. But now what I just noticed as well. I don't. Am I tripping out? I'm sure it hasn't always been like that, but I don't know if they just changed it now. You can sell from your inventory to the shop. You never used to be able to do that before.
That must be new.
Um,
I don't think I've
bro,
noticed that yet.
it's. I swear you couldn't before because everyone used to complain about that. But now, whenever you're just at the shop now, your whole inventory is there, like your whole stash tab. You can flick between them while you're selling and shit. It's the best, bro. It's so good now. I'm telling you, the shop slaps.
That
The
is
progression
nice.
with the it's so good, man. The progression with the rep stuff, it's great. You know, you gotta Timmy's gotta get the word in about like bartering and the pawn shop. But I think they've added stuff like announcements and stuff when something pops into your pawn shop, so that's good. I love the progression. I love that they've added like the tier one resources to some of those vendors as well. I thought really helped, and you can just buy gems and shit along the way. I think they're really nailing the shop. I think they're really nailing the shop, the lodge upgrades. I'm a big fan of them.
Is there anything you
I think,
think you'd like to see in the shop? Could be better, or
um, I'd like to see a Frangie shop. And at the Frangie shop, you're allowed to gamble.
yeah, maybe something on the goblin. Yeah, I suppose the weapon crates. I don't know. I've never really
Yeah, that's the
spent
gamble. I
big
guess it's the
big
crates,
into
that's
them.
the gamba.
I think I saw a post. Someone said they did like 50 or 100 weapon crates, and they got like one or two purples, like 4 or 5 blues, a couple
No
green.
legendary, huh?
No. I don't think anyone's ever reported a legendary out of any of those boxes.
I had one guy before that he did, but
Yeah, I just think the going and getting the mats you need to make the stuff yourself is probably faster than gambling away with Glint.
yeah,
The yeah, lodge upgrades. We kind of quickly touched on that.
the lodge upgrades. Yeah, I like it, man. I like the crafting bench. I like that you can just pop up the tanner loot, forge with just a bit of gold off the bat. This should probably be some more like. Oh, it's good. There's some more explanation and stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's in the how-to and stuff. And there should be like a help tab. I'm pretty sure it talks about it as well. I enjoy it, you know.
Ha-
Enjoy it, I like it.
How did you go? Because
Well,
I had season 0 to work it out, but working out how to get all of your anvils, cauldrons, all of those big ticket items you need. How did you go
honestly,
about working it
I
out?
just got lucky, you know what I mean? Because I streamed, right? And so it's like people were telling me like some tips and stuff, like I find some of the stuff.
Yeah,
I
okay.
did notice, like when I did find, like when I killed a player and took his treasure key, and I sussed where to go from the Twitch chat. Like I did notice the treasure rooms had a lot more like lodge upgrades and stuff.
Have
So
you
I was just figuring it out.
have you used the interactive map before?
I wasn't. No, not really. Like I have used it, yeah, because it's in my chat. We have a command for it because people are asking me for it. But I didn't. I didn't like using it. Even though I was a bit against it at the start. I was like, nah. I'm in no rush. I want to learn the game. Like I wanna. I wanna rob myself of the excitement of finding something. Like when I finally do find a goblin cauldron or something like that. Like I don't want to actively search for it.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. It's a good point.
I was enjoying just the actual just pace and journey of the game. I know a lot of people they love to not waste time and farm efficiently and stuff. So yeah,
The the one thing in the lodge that's, I suppose it's not for me. That's why I think it's weird. But the ossuary,
oh yeah, same as me. I'm a bit fucking about the ossuary, but like rep is nice for vendors. So
I just
just the
like.
way it works or the way it functions, I think.
I think that's the biggest problem. Like you have to put
Yeah,
in materials, and then it's like when the next cycle starts.
yeah,
So you really can't even like activate it for the first week.
yeah,
And if you're playing it
yeah. It's a bit dumb.
hectically on a reset, like a lot of sweaty people do, you kind of like, what's the point in investing in this? By the
It should be every like 24 hours. You got to put something in there. Then maybe you can like get higher than 5% for putting like higher tier things in there.
well, leveling it up is how you currently get a higher percent, but it only goes to
Oh yeah,
15.
well I've never leveled it. That's probably why.
Yeah, it goes to 15% at level
Yeah.
3. But I mean, it's a lot of, especially at the
Uh,
start, where all your ingredients matter a lot and how you're spending
yeah.
them.
But that's actually not bad now that I think about it because the vendors are really important. Like, and if you want to rush vendors at the start, Ossuary might be something to fuck with.
Like I said, though, I think when the season starts, it says you need to put things in for the next cycle. So you're already, it's
Yeah,
useless for
it's
7 days. And then at that
yeah.
point, are you going to save and invest?
Well, I guess maybe that's the game trying to like slow the pace
Yeah,
of like
I think that's why I
everyone
said
rushing back spenders.
maybe it's not for us. Maybe it is for
Yeah,
those more casual players.
more for the casual player.
Yeah, but
Help catch up.
it would be cool. You said, like if it was on a 24-hour thing or something,
24 would be nice.
or you put materials in, and for the next 24 hours you get a rep bonus.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like lighting the fire, essentially. Same thing. You put in things in, activate it, and you have the buff. Just so it can be used for everyone. I suppose it's not so much of a catch-up mechanic
Yeah.
than a core feature. But besides that, yeah, I think the lodge is really good. I think maybe if I had one other thing, the upgrading the loom, the forge, and the tanner. Maybe on top of
Quicker times.
quicker times, yeah, on top of extra stats,
Would be, yeah.
maybe some quicker times.
Extra slots and quicker times as well would be nice.
Yeah, just anything. Doesn't have to be a huge number, but it would be nice to see those times come down a little bit. But besides that, yeah,
I guess again that's another thing there, like they don't want you fucking just giving up too fast now.
yeah. Well, they do emphasize a lot on the importance of gear, I suppose, and they want it to feel meaningful.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, yeah,
You got a fucking 100 bar smelter just hanging out.
it is a fine line, I suppose, of what's too
And
much.
they want you when you're smelting bars while you're sleeping overnight, waiting for them to cook.
And the I guess finally the progression of characters, like unlocking your skills and your trait trees and everything. How do you reckon that feels?
Yeah, it's alright. I don't mind I think it needs work. I think a lot of the talent trees, especially for warrior, it'd work. Like there's a lot of dead perks. A lot of, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if that's intended, some meme perks and stuff like that, but at the moment it's an easy way to balance because it's everyone is at level 20, so like you know what talent tree everybody has because they all have everything. So it kind of makes sense, as opposed to actually having some player customization with like a talent tree, for instance, right? Of being able to like pick a tree based on your playstyle, and you have like 100 nodes to pick from.
Yeah,
Find out it's
I think they've more put that style of system into the abilities and the passives on gear rather
yeah,
than a talent tree.
yeah, yeah, hard.
I feel like that's sort
Which
of
is cool. It's a cool concept.
it is. Yeah, I really
I do
like it.
think they need to add a trait though for like warrior group play. I think the warrior, even the Chinese warriors, this is what they were complaining about to devs and stuff, and they have a good point. Is that warrior in 1v1, he's strong, he feels strong, but warrior in group play, he feels so helpless. You know what I mean? To like ranged, in trios. You know, like a fireball in the back, you're dead. Like hunters like shooting at you from a distance. One priest down, it's game over. You know, and having to try and push in on like a trio and do your role, it's nearly impossible. You just kind of turn into like a tether bot. And it makes the axe like impossible to play as well because if you don't have a block, you don't have the extra resistance in trios, you die so quickly. You know, so I would like to see some kind of talent of like, you know, usually warrior class they have extra resistance based on like how many enemy are around them. I think something like that needs to be in there, like extra 5% resistor or per enemy player in the vicinity, something like that.
That sounds like something like a paladin could bring. Auras. Sounds very
Fucking, that's a big
paladin.
aura. That's a big aura.
I think
Paladin auras are gonna be sick.
we're gonna get to that. Don't worry, we'll be talking about it. The I agree with you in the dead talent choices. Priest got a fair
Yeah,
few where you're just like, yeah. Even the wizard, when I've been leveling that, looking at some, it's just like, yeah. But I suppose the more meaningful and impactful talents they put in there, like you said, it becomes more and more of a task to balance all those things.
yeah,
If everyone's getting power creep on every single one of their talents, compared to now where
yeah,
like some are just utility or quality of life things more than anything.
yeah. Uh,
Let's have a chat about future content. What are you hoping for? What if you could pick like the next big things?
if I could pick,
If you could pick next big kind of like content drops, be it a new class, new map, new style, like game style of play, even a feature like if we could team in Goldbrook, anything like that. What's a few kind of you as a player, a little dream list?
Battleground weekend.
Battleground weekend.
Uh,
I got a very
uh,
interesting thing to chat to you about. I'll save it for a little bit further up. But yeah, go on.
a little fucking 8 versus 8. Capture the flag. And we need players, but we need players. But a battleground weekend or a MMR arena, ranked arena that you're able to actually make teams, and they have a leaderboard for wipe every 3 months. You know what I mean? Like some actual ranked arena. Like this is stuff that you need players for. So like it's moving in the right direction with like working on the new player map to onboard new players, etc., etc., etc. I would like some more display of like when deathmatch is currently on, because I feel like a lot of people don't even know about deathmatch that I talk to. They're like chanting Goldbrook. I've versed him and I'll be like, bro, deathmatch about to start. Like, oh yeah, what's that? Like, do you lose your gear? And I'm like, what do you mean? What's that? Do you lose your gear? How are you this good of a player and you don't know what fucking deathmatch is? Because people aren't in the Discord. Like, they don't read the Discord tab. Like fucking us little horny sweats for legacy, just like froth every bit of it. Like talking to the devs in the Discord, like watching everything, listening to everything, watching the tourneys. Like, no, bro, they log on, they play the game, they log off. You know, and if nobody tells them what deathmatch is, they'll never ever notice the word deathmatch on the map when it pops up randomly for 4 hours. They just don't know. So I would like when deathmatch is on or arena is on, like in the main menu, just like there's a banner there that just says the team deathmatch is now open or something.
Yeah,
And
even
people are like,
even when Seong knows when he's putting it on, like he gave us the announcement in Discord, like this week, this is when it's coming up. You could have that as soon as he puts that up on the main menu, for instance. Like,
be on
hey
the main
guys,
menu. Yeah,
this is all in your time. Deathmatch is going to be
100%.
open in these windows.
Like the way it pops up on Steam. I love how they've done it on Steam. But when I seen it on Steam, it said somewhere here. It said somewhere like. Yeah, it needs to be in like a banner in the menu. But yeah, if I was to be in the right path, and doing the onboarding Timmy's thing, the next one I would love ranked arena MMR, like as in like you set up, like you can create twos teams. Let's say you have 3 slots for a arena team.
Yeah,
And
so
you
the
can
the
have
WoW model, basically.
yeah, the WoW model basically. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you on the arena.
Yeah, bro, ranked arena, and then you get like cosmetic rewards at the end of every fucking month, bro. It'd be mad.
I
Top
think
5%.
I think their
I'm not.
big fear with releasing that is they've made an extraction game, and
Yeah, good point. It'll
and
turn
and
into
I
arena game.
and they know that the people who are here playing it, talking about it, we just fucking froth arena, and they're like, how many
Ah,
people are going to be playing extraction?
nah. It's the perfect loop, bro. It's the perfect loop. Because the arena is bring your own gear.
Yeah, that's what
And you
I've
can
said.
only progress with gear through the extraction.
Yeah,
Now you have to play extraction, bro.
yeah.
It's
There's
so
been
bad.
people in the VIP chats talking about that, and some people are like, no, a PvP experience should be completely balanced. But I'm on board with you. I think the best way to balance it is you can bring
Perfect loop.
legendaries, so it forces people to keep on playing the extraction because they want that perfect set. Because I haven't done any trading, and honestly, I've done crypts maybe like 80 to 100 times. I've seen 2 legendary shards.
Mm.
Like, they're not easy to
Really?
get. So I think
Wow.
it's through trading. Maybe I've been super unlucky.
You have been.
But even through trading, you got to be
Oh, 2
playing.
shards in the first 3 rounds.
Oh my god, yeah, I got super unlucky then. But yeah,
Did you ever play trios?
not heaps, no.
Honestly, my 2 shards, maybe even 3, were from straight trios. I don't know why, but it always felt like the shard drop rate in trios was higher.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
could
if it was
be.
just me, but it felt like that.
Then you got to share them though, I suppose.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You got to share him.
Yeah.
But you just be a dog and you pinch him.
Oh, this guy had nothing, guys. Don't come over here.
No,
What?
you
What?
be full honest about it, bro. Like straight Air Max, bro. It's like too slow, cunt. It's fucking. Well, I'm gonna sit there and look at it. Like, no, I fucking looted this mob too slow, cunt. You know, you should have looted this one.
Yeah, they were. Some of the things I saw people saying too. I can't remember who, but saying like they didn't like that about WoW, like the fact that you would have to go and do raids on hard
Yeah,
difficulties and stuff to get certain trinkets and all of this. But I don't think this game has gear. The gear's not quite like that. It's like a small small HP,
Oh.
small armor, small damage.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's not some best in slot fucking crack perk passive that you can only get from this fucking boss and this crazy ass damage. Like,
yeah, and you get unlucky
yeah,
with it all season. I don't think it's like that. I think the bring your
it's
own gear
nothing like
is
that.
perfect. I think also
Perfect.
don't don't have it open for like the first 2 weeks of the season.
Arena, yeah, nice. Give people a chance to give up
Yeah,
100%.
I think let it
Yeah,
force people into the game, get that
yeah.
train rolling, and then anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, whatever they would suggest, I suppose. But I think that's also another good way to just make the never invalidate the PvE experience. People can't just jump on for a new season and click arena day one
Yeah, hard.
with no gear, all of that. I think that would be a good way around that. And do you think 1v1, 2v2, 3v3? You like all options being open?
Yeah, I do. It's really hard to balance 3 vs 3 at the moment. It feels that way, but
I think
it,
2v2 is the funnest of all the game
3 vs
modes.
3 is great.
I think that's definitely the funnest. But yeah, I agree with you with the strength of
It's
like
hard to balance.
crowd control and all that thing. You eat one
Yeah.
stun from one person. Like a rogue stuns you, you're gonna eat a priest stun into like a wizard stun. There's not much you can do about it.
No,
And the damage nuke, you eat one and you're probably gonna die against a good organized team.
like the resilience pops often. It's interesting. They're finding, I guess, a sweet spot with the resilience. There's some spots where you're just like, why the fuck did it pop? And then somewhere it's like, yeah, like I'm bullying this guy. Like, he definitely needed a hand. So
Hey, I'm just busting for a whiz. If you can give me
go,
one
go,
minute,
go.
there.
No, no, go. Sunshine on a rainy day. Een beetje weg van shaman. Oh, chat, what's going on? Chat to the da. Chat to the da. Chat to the da. Chat to the da. I was supposed to pause people today.
Oh, sorry, back.
Yeah.
Didn't pull my mic out. Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh.
You can hear me? Hopefully you can. Should be able to.
Oh.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, yep. If you had to pick like any new class besides Paladin, class fantasy you'd love to see in the game, what would be the next class you'd hope for?
Well, shaman, honestly, I think.
Yeah, it's my longest main in WoW was Shaman.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, I think shaman would be so sick.
I would, if they do it, I definitely want to see, like I said earlier, an array of weapon types, so you could play melee or ranged as a shaman.
Like some kind of lightning totem for caster. Some kind of fucking like, what would Wind Fury be? A two-hander or dual wield?
Ooh.
Would you have a two-handed Wind Fury?
Yeah, I'd like
shaman?
to see the mace. You'd want a two.
I'd like to see it as well, but you have the two-handed mace on the pally. You probably just have a different version of it.
Yeah, I suppose
Maybe
you could have
on
the shield. The shield and mace is kind of shaman-esque. But it's
Okay,
padded
yeah,
as well.
yeah. Pallies, well, that's the thing, right? That they're the fucking like equals, right? That trio of like can hold a shield, can heal, can do damage, like
Yeah.
melee and caster. It was only on Alliance in Classic. It was only on Horde. Like it wasn't until TPC you can play them on both sides. So they're like they're mirrors of each other, you know. So Paladin's gonna come out. And you think, because even he hinted at Devin, he's like, oh, it was like, we'll show you a bit of Pally and then maybe a bit of something else.
Yeah, I
So
saw
you would
that.
think, you know what I mean? So that made me think of like, is he going to hit like a shaman or something? Because for me, it's like Pally and shaman, they come together, bro. So I'm like, oh, okay. Jig me up a bit, bro.
Yeah, I think you can't go wrong with going with like the rest of the WoW prototypes, like a Death
Yeah.
Knight, a
Yeah,
Warlock.
all of them.
Yeah,
Bro,
all of them.
Monk or Warlock, yeah, everyone's asking for some kind of Warlock-esque necromancer, dark magic. That's coming. That's definitely coming. Always coming.
And it seems like it's something that in my mind, a Death Knight is like afflictions, melee affliction kind
You
of
already
game.
have it in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frostbite's already in the game, Bleed's in the game, Poison's in the game,
Curse,
Disease is in the game,
disease, yeah.
Curse in the game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it seems like
you know,
it.
easy to implement. There's a lot of undead mobs in the game. You can get its class consumables from. Spirit essences from the crypt. I have a million of them. You can use those as well.
Yeah, area of effect
Limb
would be
bone
something
dust.
cool on a Death Knight. Like you put down like pestilence, very similar to the WoW vibe.
Pestilence. Of the unholy ground.
Yeah.
That's it. And it afflicts disease, bro. That would be
Yeah.
sick.
So
bro.
even
That would-
if a warrior or a rogue or a sword and shield priest wants to go toe to toe with them, it's like, all right, come into my area, let's fight in here. Just
that would be cool. I feel like Pally's gonna get something like that with concentration. Just like that holy ground.
Oh yeah, consecration. Yeah.
That was cool, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that would be very cool. What about I've been thinking a lot about ways to make the extraction mode a bit more exciting in terms of like they've talked about it a lot, but how would you like to see it implemented, like events in the map or roaming world
Well, that's-
bosses or
That's cool. That's cool.
been
But,
trying to think about
a world boss in
yeah.
the extraction map. You see, like the area boss. Like
Yeah.
there's one area boss. That's mad.
but don't have
I
it
like
static. It's wandering around, so
Moves around.
no matter where you are, you could just be chilling fighting the wolves,
Wow.
and all of a sudden there's a dragon
That's
running at you.
cool, bro. That's cool, man.
Or also
It's like
something.
people work together to try and put it down, but then also they can kill each other in friendly fire.
Yeah. It
Like,
creates
that's mad.
a lot of player interaction because you
I
definitely
want to play
would
that.
see it.
I would play extractions, bro. I swear. If it was something like that, that sounds mad. Because everyone's going to be there for a hotspot too. Like, it makes a lot of noise. And people are drawn to it. That's mad.
Or having something like you could have guaranteed tier gear of loot that drops at 5 minutes before that area, like an airdrop or something, and it's on the map and with a countdown, and there's going to be
cool.
there's going to be an airdrop or a gate open with a boss come out or something like that. And,
Airdrop is smart. Naraka had something like that, bro.
and
That was mad.
Yeah, you know that there's going to be an epic crate that's going to be there at this time, and everyone can see it on the map. So the idea is it creates player engagement because it's like, well, if there's going to be good loot, I want to head over there. just ways, I guess, to create these.
Or get this, it drops the chest. It has an ethereal legendary. You know how you have ethereal pots? It has an ethereal legendary. You can only use it for the remainder of the round. When you leave, it's gone.
I like that. That's really cool.
Cool,
It's kind of like a Gurubashi arena incentive thing. It's like everyone goes in. There's a chest in the middle. It's on a timer.
Everyone's going for the chest.
But yeah, just some cool little events like that. I don't know if you had anything in mind.
What you named is pretty sick. I like World Boss is really cool. Airdrop between the sides.
Oh, what did?
I think about sometimes the map like closing, like getting smaller and smaller, but like to push people into a certain thing. But the way with the extractions, the way they're laid out, maybe not. So having something like a roaming world boss or event would definitely migrate people into a hotspot more. So that would be really sick. A lot of factors in the game. More action and stuff.
Yeah, it would make it tougher. With, like you said, with the extractions. I've thought about it doing one of our tournament events, like a. Obviously, we can't actually put a cloud in, but doing something like that, and I could wait up at the top of the castle extract with a red key, and have it that within the last 10 minutes, everyone's got to be in those castle grounds, and I'll open the gate at 1 minute left to go, sort of thing, and whoever's left is left.
Oh, that's nice.
Sort of that idea. Somebody in the chat said as well, like did you ever play Diablo? You know, the goblin portals?
Yeah.
You could have like goblin portals that are going to open in a certain time. So people are trying to get there to fight for like a goblin room with treasures, and
That's cool.
that's a cool idea as well. What else would I have there?
Bunch of chests in it.
Yeah, just a bunch of gold, maybe some lodge items, something like that. You mentioned earlier, we were talking about the new map, and you said about the new player experience. I totally agree with you there, because I think it's not anything for us as the veterans, but it is in a way, if there's more players in the game, it is something for us. So I think they're going definitely the right direction with really trying to focus towards new player experience. But their new map aside, what do you think about new maps?
And having too many maps.
Well, that was another thing I was going to bring up with you, and they said it in their thing too, like maybe next season putting the higher tier maps on like a 4-hour timer that rotate.
Rotation? Yeah, I like that. I don't mind that.
Which I think is good. But have you ever looked at the roadmap tab in the Discord? That new map that's been on there for months?
I've seen the roadmap one.
Yeah,
The new map. Oh, yeah. It starts with a K or something.
Yeah, that's all I was going to say. It starts with a K and it looks like desert, and it's meant to be like
the
warrior biome.
Yeah, actually, I read that.
Yeah, I am hoping we see that. I think that'll.
Okay, so maybe that's when they'll retouch on warrior.
I'm scared of warriors. I think you guys are fine. Seasonal, the whole seasonal vibe. What do you reckon? The wipes are good.
I love the wipes. I love start of season. You know, the level rush, the gearing. It's my favorite part of it.
Yeah, I think with a game like this too, with the gameplay loop that it is, you need them for those fresh influxes of players. They're always the busiest times, first few weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Because people don't want to feel like, oh, I'm starting halfway through the season. Why am I going to grind? It's going to get wiped.
Yeah, exactly.
Like why everyone's ahead of me.
Yeah, it's such a barrier to entry to someone new. Thinking this guy, I'm starting from scratch. It gives new players a chance to get in at a hot time. We kind of talked about arena and battlegrounds a little bit. All right, this is something I wanted to bring up to you that I was thinking about last night. I've been pumped to talk to you about this.
Cool.
They were talking about introducing like guilds into the game.
Yeah.
So
Like,
I'll give you my rant. I might be like 2-3 minutes here, but just hear me out.
tell me.
I think guilds should be limited to maybe like 12 players max.
I was thinking.
I hated how on like WoW servers and bigger games, it always ended up just being like mega servers. Oh, mega guilds.
Mega guilds, yeah.
And it takes away from like the fun of the immersion in the game of being like us versus them. If you got all these small war bands of people, you could have friendly guilds you're friendly with, guilds you're not. It creates a lot more of that. But the big caveat to that, or the big intermix with this, you were talking about battlegrounds earlier. What if, and this is another way to keep a good balance of PvE, but also force people to PvE. Say once a week, or over a small time period in a week, you have guild war games, okay? But to enter these, the guilds have to supply to a certain merchant or something X amount of resources to buy your guild a ticket to compete in these things. So, you have to put so many ores in, so many flowers, so many of this and that to get your guild a ticket. Then once you do that, you face off. I don't know how you do it, whether it's one in this period or you can do it series. But by winning it, you would not only get like X amount of that guild's resources that they've had to contribute for your own guild bank.
Oh, okay.
But also like a unique currency from doing these events. And I was thinking about like war games, like you said, you could do capture the flag, you could do domination, where it's like 3 points, and the more you're holding, the classic, it's in every game essentially. You could do like the tag tournament thing we did, so it was guild versus guild, 1-for-1 on a bridge or something. You could do a bunch of these war games. You end up with getting your currency, and you basically use that currency, or at the end of a season or the end of a month or whatever, you could have X amount of the top guilds per server get a title or a cosmetic or something, but everyone in that guild gets it. So then you see those guilds who have won all of these war games running around in game, and their sword's blue. Something cool like that.
Well,
So
it's pretty sweet. I like, that requires a lot of players.
well, that's why I think guilds should be small numbers. So
I think
if it was
I
8
was
versus
actually, funny. I was thinking for some reason the guild should be 3. Like it should be limited to 3 players.
3.
stack. Yeah, it was what I was thinking. Like guild should be 3 players, and it's your 3 stack really. So that when you do 3 versus 3, instead of your house name coming up on the leaderboard, it counts towards your guild name. And so your guild name is on the leaderboard instead of one person's individual house name, and the guild only goes to one individual person. You do
Yeah.
it by guild, though, is what I thought. Like you do a 3-stack guild, and you have your guild.
You'd probably want, same as WoW though, like I think you could have 5 people in a 3s team.
Oh, have subs.
Yeah, well, just so if someone's not online, or you know what I mean, or you're doing
That's
certain
true.
comps.
You have 5-man guilds.
Yeah, something like that. What I think, like if you want to have large scale battlegrounds, if it was 8v8, that's why I was thinking like a cap of 10 to 12, because you've got your 8 people you're going to be doing the event with, or so on. But if someone can't make it, you've got other people there. You got backups, or you got subs of different classes. It's like, okay, we're versing these guys. We know they kind of run these comps. I think that's the cool thing about the guild comps as well. You'd start to know the other strong guilds, know what classes they're playing. Something along those lines, anyway. Map. Oh, Taka had a good... He said maybe making the game free to play for the PvE map.
Hey. Oh, that's clever.
That's very clever.
Like a demo.
Yeah.
And the other maps are restricted. Yo, bro, Sung, are you in the chat? That's clever, bro. The real people in.
I really like
Yo.
that Taco.
Yo, I got a clever rogue in my chat.
It's like how they let people play WoW to level 20.
Exactly.
Give them that taste.
Give him the taste. Give him the...
Yo, Taco, that's such a good idea, dude. It's actually amazing. I think we're nearly there. Looks like you're getting pretty tired, mate. Let's quickly just talk about Paladin.
Bro, the Pally is gonna be...
What are you hoping to see?
I want it to be like Rail Pally, in the sense of like, I want to see a Retribution Paladin, I want to see a Holy Paladin with some kind of sick looking spell book, like just, like holy, like flying old book that's just in his hand and he's casting holy spells. I want to see that fucking Shock Paladin.
It'd be sick
I
if
want
the
to
pages turned in the book.
If the pages turn, I want to see it, bro.
That would be
just
beautiful.
open book, pages turning. I'm sold. I'm sold, bro. I'm sold. I'll play heals. I don't care. Just I want to see the book. That would be so sick, bro. So I want to see the book Paladin. I want the book to be a weapon. I want to see two-handed mace, Retribution Pally, Judgment, full like, you know. And then I want to see Protection Paladin, but I want it to be Flail Mace. I think it'd be sick.
Ooh.
Sorry, not Flail Mace. Flail Shield. I think it'd be sick. Because the warrior have the Mace Shield. They can't give the Paladin Mace Shield. The Sword Shield, the Priest will get. But so if you're gonna give a shield with a one-handed weapon that's left for the Paladin. If you're ever going to do a flail, it only makes sense on the Paladin. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So I think it has to be, and it's a genius weapon. It's just, and Protection Paladin. It's flail shield prop pally, two-handed mace retribution, book Holy Paladin. That's the key. That is the key right there, my friend.
What would I would ask though, what do you think the auto attack weapon would be with the book?
With the book, the auto attack weapon, it would just be like Holy Shock. You know the Holy Shock from, well?
Yeah.
It would be like that. It would be like a Holy Shock casting spell.
So kind of like a chi punch from the...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like a cheap punch. I wonder if like, yeah, that's crazy because you would have to figure out heavy attack, and you have to figure out it's like tech attack.
I think like a, do you remember, what was it called? Whether you'd want to say this for Shaman or not, but was it Thunderstorm the Shaman would do? Where everyone around him would get blown away?
Oh.
Maybe one of the Paladin things if he
I
was...
forgot about that.
If he was blocking...
People used to knock me off like cliffs and shit with that.
Yeah, that was me, dude.
No, bro. What about that?
If the holy one had that, because it's a good thing if you're holy, you need to create space. You hold your block, you attack, and you do kind of like a bubble, a holy bubble around you that pops and blows everyone away.
The bubbles, bro.
Yeah, it fits within that.
You
holy
know,
bubble.
priest bubbles were bad. Wait till Paladin comes out. Oh my god, bro.
This would only be one idea, just their special attack. Yeah, I was trying to think like what they're gonna do, whether they're gonna go with that whole aura vibe, whether the paladin's gonna be like this team buffer.
Team buffers.
But I suppose the way you balance that for solo players,
Even
like,
aura for himself.
those buffs are amplified on the paladin. So it's like you got a buff and it gives you 30% extra damage, but it gives teammates 10% or something like that.
You could also have like debuff auras for enemies as well, right?
Yeah, yep.
So like those around you get slowed or take extra damage, take more holy damage if they're next to you, etc.
Yeah, just been trying to think. What sort of abilities do you think we're going to see out of the paladin?
Besides the holy shock, like that holy ground.
Yeah, consecration.
Consecration, the dot damage underneath. We're probably going to see some form of bubble heart, maybe invulnerability bubble, and it's an 8-second cast time to extract. You can teleport out back to the inn. But yeah, no, maybe I would think they're gonna get some sort of invul bubble, but I don't know because the priest has one, so I don't know if they get.
Yeah, that's why I think they're not going to go that route. I think they'll want the paladin to have some individuality and not steal something from the priest's individuality. I just think like I suppose a good way to frame it is like what's going to make paladin different from priest and different from warrior.
Yeah. Right.
Because that's what it is. It's a priest and a warrior combined, essentially, in my mind. That's what I think of.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if it'll get something like Hand of Freedom. That'll be sick. The Hand of Freedom?
Yeah. I think that's a great idea. Yep.
That's genius because
Yeah.
it's a buff around him that prevents him from getting slowed. So he has the push potential of warrior, and it comes from like a cast.
What about something cool too? Like if they did have a heal, like I would imagine they would. A paladin, you'd assume some form of heal.
Yeah.
But what if an alternative to the heal ability, a variation of the same skill, was like a stamina heal to a degree?
Ooh, so they can continue their push.
Yeah, well, they can put it on themselves, or they can put it on an ally. So if you
to heal stamina,
Yeah.
like a willpower buff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Or they put a buff on someone, and their stamina costs are reduced by 50% for 5 seconds or something like that.
That's crazy.
So you've got this little window where you can just fucking stam your little heart out without the punishment.
That's cool. I like that.
I feel like that could be a cool little buff that is unique to the paladin.
That's sick. That's nice.
What else?
Could do like a heal on self. Like Omni Knight, he has that heal on self, but it does a holy damage circle around him when he heals himself.
What's
or like
that?
when he heals anyone. Omni Knight on Dota 2. Cast that heal on someone or himself, and it does a holy ring around the person you heal, and it damages it.
Maybe. Yeah, I suppose you could have it as like a bubble you put on someone that heals them over time, but also acts like a thorn effect, an AoE thorns.
Like a radius.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's something cool. Come on, Taco in the chat. Surely you got some great pally ideas.
The paladin's passive, they're immune to poison. That's what it's gonna be. So they have an auto cleanse every 5 seconds.
I'm sure you'd love that.
They also have a aura buff where you can see invisibility. They also happen to be immune to stuns.
Taco says just buff rogue.
It would be cool if no one has something that can get out of stun, bro. It would be cool if Paladin, like, I think Warrior should get it. It should be like Avatar. But it would be cool if Paladin, it would make sense if Paladin maybe got something like that.
Yeah,
Like
like you
they got a
said,
bubble,
the hand of freedom.
Hand of Freedom, or like even a bubble that can pop you out of stun or something like that. Like, maybe having the bubble, something like that. Maybe it's a shorter bubble, but it's like can be used to break.
Yeah, it'd
Hand
be.
of Freedom is nice. Or like Hand of God, and like something like that.
What do you think? A cool kind of weapon special, like the Q abilities. Just say the Q on the
Yeah,
book
for
was
each
some sort of
specific one.
heal. But yeah, sword and shield, or sword and flail, and our two-hander. What do you think? Be something nice.
Yeah, the book has to be a fat heal. Probably like a holy word or something. Maybe even a cast time heal. But
What's the heal in WoW? Is it? I think it might be a priest heal, where like it's the heal that jumps when people take damage. Do you know that
okay,
one? So
like a heal over time.
no, it's an instant heal, but just say you're in a party of three, you put it on someone, when they take damage, it heals them but jumps to the next target.
Oh,
So it's kind of like a smart heal almost. With, it has X amount of charges.
oh, bro, Shaman's chain heals. That's crazy.
Don't even suggest it.
I think the shield, flail shield. I would think like that. Will it possibly be like the holy ground?
Ooh,
Like,
yeah, I like that. Consecration as a shield
yeah,
ability.
because it's like a tank zoner kind of thing. So it kind of just like commands the space. I think it'd be good on that. Red Paladin's interesting though. What's a big Red Paladin move? Like Divine Storm, I guess.
Well, I was thinking,
Like
what if the Q for the retribution style paladin was our self cleanse, and you got like was it hand of reckoning, where you got
yeah.
the wings. What if
But
you
that's
just
the wings one is sick. I was thinking of the hammers that spin around you. The
divine
stun. Yeah,
storm?
Divine Storm. I'm pretty sure it's Divine Storm. Where he like stuns and damages everyone around you, bro. Would be a cracker in melee range, you know?
I don't know if I'd want to see that
Hammers
on a
for real.
Q. I'd prefer a
Bro,
cooldown
that's
on that.
nasty, bro. That'd be nasty.
Yeah, that sounds
Well,
like a
what's the cooldown? What's the cooldown on your stuns?
who's stun.
Priest.
Like the Heaven's Fury. It's basically, I think it's like 2 or 3 seconds, but you can only do two of them
Okay,
before
that's
you
ridiculous.
can't do another one.
So we'll probably do it something like that. I think 2 or 3 is probably ridiculous. We do like 10 seconds. The pally
Yeah,
one, and
on
it
their
comes out
one,
like
yeah.
yeah, and it comes out like instant cast. It's just like hammers around it that stuns everyone for like a second.
Oh,
That'd be pretty sick.
that sounds scary. I don't want that.
That sounds strong, bro. And then he lines up a fat mace swing behind the two-hander. Well, two-handed mace is gonna whack like a truck, bro.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's gonna have so much blunt damage.
Yeah, I wonder if they are like you were saying as well, like the auras with how many people are around. I like that sort of thing for a paladin. It kind of is reminiscent of the warrior ears thing. If you got ears in your bag,
Yeah, yeah.
something that the paladin, because they are close to a warrior, I suppose it ties in with that, a variable that's based on other people in the game with you, I suppose, rather than just your own self. But yeah, it's always hard, I suppose, balancing something that is a buff giver to being strong enough by yourself, but also supplying
Yeah,
utility.
that can be easy. You just add multiplier when self gives monitoring.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, well, I think we've hammered over a lot of most of it. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add.
What are some great ideas, some great content. Dev should watch this.
Well, Sung
It's
Chat,
Iron Grip.
Young Chat has said something in my chat early on, so
Yeah.
hopefully he'll have a little watch.
Nerf the cooldown on Spirit Strike. Fix the Iron Grip 180. Add more customization to gear perks, especially for Warrior. I play Warpath and Tether, and I only have like 2 per gear. Like, there's no Warpath gear, there's no Tether gear.
I feel the
It's
same
not Iron Grip.
with Priest, man. There's basically one helm you use. There's some of the perks on the gear is to be
More gear
desired.
variety, and most importantly, like you can fix gear depth and variety like immediately if you just make this change for Warrior. Like for instance, the Wizard's extra thing is that it can have an extra ring, and it can use that extra ring at all times. Warrior should be able to use the weapon perks at all times, not just when that weapon is out. Like we have access to 2 weapons, we should be able to get the perk from those 2 weapons. Like in that way, instead of everyone just using the Earthshaker mace, which is like so outstandingly stronger than every other mace, for guys like me that, let's say for instance I'm an axe main, I can use other maces with different perks, and I will get access to those perks even if I have my axe out. Like one of the maces is like, when in rage, you have a chance to critically hit. Like as an axe player, I'd be able to use that mace in my offhand and have that to benefit my axe, and it would open up so much more customization and an avenue for more gear disparity if you have access to both of those perks, even if that weapon isn't. That's what I think they should do with the warrior class. If it's too strong, you can just nerf damage or cooldowns or something like that. I think you should add that customization to being able to combo mace and axe weapons together.
Yeah, well, it's like how you look for certain guns in World of Warcraft for your warrior that have 2% crit on them. You're not using your gun.
Like a stat stick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me have a stat stick, bro.
Yeah, I like
If
that.
you're gonna give me access to 2 weapons, then let me have the stat stick. Otherwise, it's just the same as someone having those weapons in their bag and then flicking it in. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Someone can just flick out their fucking weapon. It's the same thing. You're telling me, oh, the warrior can use 2 weapons. Everyone can use 2 weapons. If you're gonna allow me to equip 2 weapons, allow me to have the benefit of the perk of 2 weapons. That's how it should be.
I'm scared of anything boosting the warrior personally. But to be honest with you, I do so much better in death matches than when we fight in Goldbrook because I have terrain to use. Priest.
The priest is good environmentally, like.
Priest to me, yeah, in an open field like that, I am so handicapped. And no one wants me using my heal cards or my heals. And I have no environment to troll people on.
It's the same as warrior hunter in open field, bro. It just gets decimated. Like, you need the walls, you need the line of sight.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't want to balance for every situation. I get it. I think the deathmatch map is beautiful. It offers a great range. I would like to see...
that little change they made with the ceiling as well.
Yeah, I haven't tested that yet. I want to test it, but I would like to see some more maps. I think where we dueled the other day, our Baron's Estate one. Siong, I know you're in the chat. Maybe have a look at my, I think it was week 5, the dueling tournament. We did it in Baron's Estate. I don't know. That could be a cool arena. A fair few of the OCE boys dueling said it would make for a good arena.
Free-for-all creeps were hectic too.
Free-for-all creep. Do you mean the castle?
Castle, sorry.
Yeah.
Free-for-all creep.
Yeah, that is good fun in there too. He's talking about... I think Siang's talking about you in my chat. He's been watching though. It's good. So all of the thoughts have been put in. Oh man, if you're happy with where we're at, I am too.
Well, it's a good chat.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Thank you very much for being guest number 1. I appreciate your time. Means a lot to me.
Legacy!
Let's see this game do well. Everything I do is to try to
100%.
keep the player base up. And I hope these bring some more eyes to the game. Get your friends involved, guys. And I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
I think I've got another big guest lined up, as long as he follows through.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, brother. As you guys can see there, his Twitch is under there. Give him a subscribe if you watch this video. He's done huge things for our community. He's given up his
First
time.
two-time Oceania Dual Tournament champion. The first champ.
The one and only 2-time champion.
The one and only two-time champion. I think Echo might be a two-time now, bro. He went from being in the finals like 3 weeks in a row to not being able to secure it to going like back-to-back, I think. So I think he might be a two-time now.
Yeah, he might be actually. No, but you won the last
one.
So I think you're 3-time technically now.
Oh, I didn't win the tournament. We won that thing.
The tag team.
Yeah, the tag team.
Yeah.
That's mad, but we should do an official one like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a bit of people. Because that tag team is such a sick mode. I think that should be introduced as a mode. Like,
yeah, well, that's one of the war games.
Into arena.
The war games I was thinking about as a guild.
Like that.
Yeah.
Bro.
Very good.
I think I love that mode, but I want to run it back properly.
Have you voted for this week's event?
I haven't, but I will look at that.
Yeah, I just put up, rather than a sign up this week, I just said that your sign up will be your vote for what event you want to do. I think currently 1v1's winning, but you can change that.
Huh?
We'll see how many we've got. I might do a round robin. If you're watching as well, guys, reach out somehow. We've got a dueling Discord. We do events every week. Frangie's always there. It's always a blast. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one, hopefully in a week or so.